Man, what, bro? Bro. Bro, they hit me. Bro, what happened, bro? It's crazy work, bro. They suspending my screen. No, man. No, man. They suspended me. I don't even what I do. I was reacting to a demon, fool. Like, dang. What I do though? Yo, what the world going on, bro? Nigga done took me out the map. I don't know what I did, but I'm glad they didn't strike me, though. But that's suspending my stream. What that was about? Too much demon activity? It's crazy work. I have sex, like all that. You heard me, yeah, bro. They kicked me off, man. I almost thought I couldn't go back live, bro. Like, this crazy work. Dang, I can't review it. I don't know. Maybe you can't go over his song or something. What I do? I reacting to dude, man. Oh, man, that's that thugger mother effer, man. I don't even want to hear that shit. Who the hell Rick Ross in the car with? What?
Rappers type of rapper, like, is there any hope in the future for any future collaborations?
Homie got a lot of issues he gotta address. I'ma leave it right there.
Nah, for
Is
sure.
it any potential of him being a real nigga? He gotta decide that. You understand? But
my nigga don't even got no neck. Like, you just see beard and chain. Facts. Yeah, I'ma have. Damn, my boy was going hard, man. Yeah, no, I ain't, no. I'm gonna leave that nigga alone, man. That nigga got me booted out loud. Like, damn, fool, what I do? I'm saying you go hard, nigga, but I'm not bullying or nothing. Like, come on, man. You gonna get my paid to, man. Oh, man, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? How can academics do it and I can't? Ah, that's, man, that, okay, I see what it is, man. They don't fuck with the little mans. All right. Man, what Fat Ross talking about, man? Fat.
he got shit he gotta deal with and address. And, you know, hopefully it's a lot of niggas that was watching and learn from it. It was unfortunate for him, but for the next generation of people that's of artists like myself that studied the game, watched the game, and I watch greats fall out. have differences or whatever it was. Okay, I see what come with it. I see what go with it. And shit, that's what it is.
It didn't seem that deep for you because I feel like you're a rapper's type of rapper. Like, is
he get interviewed by a London nigga? And y'all a rap on top of I thought y'all on top of
any hope in the future for any future collaborations?
Homie got a lot of issues he gotta address. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Now, one thing that went viral was you playing or performing one of the songs and he commented or something. Is that because you're still proud of the music that you still made regardless of what has gone on?
Right. I'm a real nigga, so and being a real nigga, you never change your past. The music I've created in the past, I could never change. I enjoyed it and I'ma still enjoy it. Can't no lame nigga, nobody having differences make me not enjoy something that I've, was a part of. So that's that. I control what goes on from here on. That's what the boss decides. The shit in the past, that I'ma just enjoy that. And I let my fans enjoy that. And the sad part about it is when I play those records, everybody just be standing and they don't sing his part no more. They like, we not going, and I be like, no, y'all can sing it. Sing the little man part, man.
One thing that went viral was you playing or performing one of the songs and he commented or something. Is that because you're still proud of the music that you still made regardless of what?
If you trying to fix with shit, man, why you gotta call him a little man? When he done sold what more records than you ever could fucking sell, man. You wouldn't even have probably sold many records than you done sold if it wasn't for that nigga on your song. Like, why the fuck nigga do that shit, man? Come on, man. Then you ain't never gonna go back platinum no more, Rick Ross. That shit dead. Drake still go platinum. You ain't going platinum, Rick Ross. You know that. You know that. You not going no platinum, dog. You not going. I'm sorry. You implies and 2 Chainz and Gucci Manes and the young Jeezys of the days. Y'all is gone, man. That shit over with, man. What are you talking about?
Right. I'm a real nigga, so and being a real nigga, you never change your.
Let the nigga Drake sing a little.
I thought he said the crowd don't sing Drake part. It sound like them niggas singing that nigga shit. I thought damn Ricky a lying motherfucker. You a lying motherfucker.
Past. The music I've created in the past, I could never change. I enjoyed it and I'ma still enjoy it. Can't no lame nigga, nobody having differences make me not enjoy something that I've, was a part of. So that's that. I control what goes on from here on. That's what the boss decides. The shit in the past, that I'ma just enjoy that. And I let my fans enjoy that. And the sad part about it is when I play those records, everybody just be standing and they don't sing his part no more. They like, we not going, and I be like, no, y'all.
You gonna let the nigga Drake sing a little.
Bro, that's the hardest part of the fucking song. Why he think niggas ain't gonna sing Drake part? Man, this nigga is crazy. This fat nigga done lost it, man. That Ozempic done went through his fucking head, man. Man, you get out there Ozempic, Ross. That shit done got you high, a different type of high. You different. Damn, Dwight, you gotta get a restraining order on that bitch. Damn. Hey, man. I ain't gonna lie. This type of shit you gotta do against black women, man. You gotta get a restraining order, man. My boy had to get a restraining order against his wife. God damn. Damn. It's sad when the bisexual male gotta get it. Oh shit, hold up. Damn, nigga. It's crazy work. She knew you was bisexual. She even crazy. That's crazy work.
Hey, you know what I realized? You can't create patterns for people, man. You know what I'm saying? Not even if you're trying to do good. You can't create a pattern of.
Ago, man. I thought that might have been referencing.
I mean, do you like 6ix9ine or is he cool? I feel like you guys don't have beef, so it's, yeah, for sure.
There's no issue. I just don't really, like, you know, like I pay attention. I see what he does and shit. I be laughing and shit. But
Yeah.
I don't really, like, fuck with him at all.
Yeah, I feel it.
Like on some internet shit, we just never see each other. Like, yeah, I'm gonna sit there and laugh at what he's talking about and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't no, you know?
Yeah.
I don't have a grudge or I'm not bitter with somebody that, like.
Nigga like Batman. He's like, motherfucker got sleeping shades on in the he done went Matrix on the nigga, man.
Yeah. I feel you. Hey, man, shit. Not everybody's cool with everybody. Shit, I'm not cool with half of the people. I mean, do you like 6ix9ine or is he cool?
Shut up, white boy.
Shit, we.
I love all my niggas and they love me too. All us dressed in rags cause we play Subaru. It's that motherfucking blood, oh. I been keep it dry like a trust, yo. Niggas get for
You
got
just
dog
out of
face on the
jail for
check-in.
that shit, man. You might shouldn't be talking about no motherfucking blood shit. No more. He said he got a text from Dollface claiming NBA YoungBoy was, oh yeah, man, that was what that was, man. That was what? Iowa though. Why would he be what? This the shit Future be on here. This all you see about Future. Y'all don't see nothing about no goddamn diss song, no goddamn shootouts, no motherfucking fentanyl, no motherfucking FBI, Rico, none of that shit. You see that nigga getting too much pussy. He getting too much pussy. That's all you see about Future, nigga. He hit with a paternity suit. Motherfucking one baby mama want more child support. One baby mama said some people pulled up in the van, tried to kidnap the kids and shit. Like, Bow Wow, baby mama. It seemed like he done hit every girl that's known that Bow Wow done hit. It's crazy, but whatever. That nigga goddamn Future motherfucker, man. That's all you hear about Future, man. You know, he ain't in that, man.
What's up, everybody?
He in the pussy. He in the pussy.
Get your face and change the culture.
Think she sweet and pull up cap and get her whole cap. I went extra large, clarity. Diamond tester sound like smoke detector. Every time I touch the bezel, then it freeze me. My
Who is this? Dre from Power?
diamonds come with paperwork. They checking out, but you can read.
They ain't look like Dre from Power, man.
My diamonds came with paperwork like some of these rappers did.
R.I.P. Dre, man.
I'll give you a motherfucking chain cause you got the motherfucking gun on me, nigga. Nah, I'll beat your ass in other circumstances. Nigga, bitch ass nigga, now who got your motherfucking chain, nigga? Nah, we ain't done with this bitch ass nigga. Hey, grab this nigga and grab his little bitch ass security. Let's ride. Man, come on, Shice. What the fuck you doing all this shit for, Shawty? Man, get your bitch ass in the trunk. Man, damn, nigga, what the fuck wrong with y'all out here, nigga? I'm trying to motherfucking ass shit. Okay, I'm getting in the motherfucking trunk, nigga, damn. Hey, Dad, the driver to it. Dog ass, I'm about to off this fuck, nigga. Let me be one pull trigger on this bitch ass nigga, man. Let me kick this stain right here, man. Brrr. Hey, man, I know you want to do this bit dirty, but this shit personal. Nigga, don't keep shiesty. Goddamn, now, I did some crazy shit back in the day, too, nigga, but I ain't do this shit like this. Calm the fuck down, nigga. Don't come fucking kill me, nigga. I ain't gonna say shit to nobody, nigga. I'm still gonna keep it in the shit. You got my chain, you got your revenge, nigga. That's all it gonna be, bro. Me and my goddamn security, we gonna keep you cool, nigga. We gonna tell nobody about this shit. Man, shut the fuck up, man. I just wanna say this for the record. I do not speak when I am told. I speak when I have something to say. If I ain't got nothing to say, I don't speak, man. You understand? What? Hey, man, why the fuck we let that bitch ass nigga go? Brrr. Hey, listen here, man. I don't know who you think you talking to. Don't forget I'm top shooter. I'll make all the decisions around this bitch. I ain't worried about that Gucci ass nigga Gucci. He ain't gonna say shit. He's scared of the big snake. Brrr. That's what I'm telling you, officer. The motherfucker just robbed me at the studio. Man, all those stupid ass niggas. Pooh Shiesty was there. Big 30 fat ass was there. And your daddy, Pooh Shiesty daddy was there. His daddy robbed me. The fuck wrong with these niggas? Shot them. Goddamn, both crap fine. They gonna try that shit on me, nigga. They lost their motherfucking mind, nigga. Yeah, press the motherfucking charges on them. Lock them niggas the fuck up, nigga. I'm motherfucking 40-something now. I ain't doing all that gang shit no more. Did my time in motherfucking county. Nigga, they took my shirt too, nigga. Don't be out there to fuck my shirt. He there to walk around with my motherfucking chest out like this, nigga. They took my motherfucking shirt too. They robbed me. They robbed, nigga. I'm a motherfucking time gotta say the shit. FDO, man. That shit so hard headed. I'm telling you. Yo, someone made someone his show, didn't it? Hell yeah, boy. You did that one, boy. Hell yeah. Hey, man, you know you ain't got no more chips in the pantry? Man, what the fuck with that, man? Oh, shit, that's the feds, son. What you mean the feds, man? Everybody get the fuck down in this bitch. That's how like that. You really thought you gonna get away with robbing Gucci, man? You gotta be the dumbest motherfucker on the planet. Get the fuck down, Shiesty. Don't you move. I'll give you a motherfucking chain because you got the motherfucking gun on me, nigga. Nah, I'll beat your ass.
You niggas stupid, man.
I was in the T Grizzly. I thought these niggas were jewelry thieves. I didn't know they were like this. Why didn't nobody tell me they were like this?
KFC. When I go shopping, I don't get receipts. She wanna fuck with my calorie feet.
What you think? Above mid? Yeah. A little bit above mid, right? Alright, cool.
She wanna hang with an Indian. She wanna hang.
Hey! Let's go. Shit, we on the remix. He wanna hang with an Indian. She wanna hang with an Indian. Hard. That's crazy.
That nigga dressed like
13 months. Ain't no.
Man, this shit crazy work, man. So, man, fuck all this, man. That done struck me down, man. Goddamn, man. I hope Sean, man. I hope they don't strike me down looking at Sean, man. Damn, man. See what's going on with this Boosie and Vlad, man. Vlad. Come on, Vlad. No, Vlad. Man, get this nigga off my screen, man. Get that shit out. That nigga got me kicked off the motherfucking internet, man. They said Boosie crashed out over 5 racks, man. Man, what's Sean Khan shit at, man? He be putting up his own, like, immigrant, like, I don't know what that is. Like, he be having, like, a vlog or some shit. I ain't spell that nigga name right. There you go. Hey. There you go, man. Let's see what Sean, man. Sean
Ever since my dermatologist.
said. I think I heard Sean say this shit over 6ix9ine, man. He said Boosie was looking at how much Vlad was paying 6ix9ine, and Boosie was like, Come on, Vlad. Come on, Vlad. I come on here a lot, Vlad. Me and you get more views than him, Vlad. Come on, Vlad. The kids, Vlad. The children, Vlad. I'ma need my motherfucking M's, man. And he asked for $5,000 more, and Vlad was like, hell nah, boy. Bitch, we doing just good how we doing now. And he was like, come on, Vlad. All right, Vlad. I'm finna start interviewing myself, Vlad. Interviewing myself, nigga.
No more Vlad and Boosie interviews. It gets like that. It gets like that.
No more Charles.
It's a real tricky game. It's a new business. Vlad pioneered it. I'm gonna give him the credit. Vlad was the first one paying for interviews. Although Vlad was also the main one saying, always talking about how much he don't pay for interviews and this and that. COVID happened. He started paying his guests. But it turned out to be good because now everybody wins. The interviews are better. People are more, they're more, the energy is just better when you pay somebody sometimes because everybody's eating, everybody's leaving happy. The viewers are happy, the interviewee is happy, and the interviewer is happy. But it gets tricky with the numbers because, like I said, this is a new business and it's really hard to see what somebody's really worth. Now, a lot of people, Boosie just came out saying that, he's not doing no more Vlad interviews because, they couldn't agree on the $5,000 increase. I think Boosie is worth that $5,000 increase. If that was me, if I was Vlad, I would have did it. Because Boosie doesn't do a lot of interviews. If you see a lot of these people, the OG Percy's, the Charleston Whites, it's a lot of people who do a lot of interviews, and I get that. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. But Boosie's somebody who doesn't do a lot of interviews, and you could really pay him. And he hasn't been on Boosie in about 8 months. So the interview would have went crazy. A lot has passed. There's a lot to talk about. Vlad's just, I heard he's kind of, Vlad is Vlad, man. But yeah, it's a tricky game. Charleston White kind of ruined the game too. Everybody wants, Charleston White is running around talking about how much he makes per interview. So now everybody's trying to be on his level. And it's not too many Charleston Whites in this interview space. I think Boosie, it's Boosie, Charleston White, and everybody else is seasonal, just depending on what's going on. But you got like Woody from Atlanta. He had hit me up and tried to charge me $10,000, and I just,
damn, he hit you up, Sean. It was like 10 bands, nigga. Say cheese interview. He was like, hell nah, boy. I'm paying Charleston White that shit. And he was getting 1 million views.
I don't get it. I don't get a lot of these dudes, and if that's your worth, if that's what you feel like you're worth, that's what you feel like you're worth. But y'all aren't making $10,000. Y'all aren't even making the money back a lot of the times. So it's like, we pay y'all $10,000 and the interview only makes $7,000, and then it's just, we lose, you win. And that's okay. That's how the business goes sometimes. I get it. But if I clearly see you're not making $10,000, why would I pay you $10,000? And you hitting me up. So I didn't understand that from Moody. These people aren't trying to build with you. They're not trying to, because when I found Charleston, it was, I didn't pay him for the first two. Then I slowly started paying him $1,500. Then we built the 2,500. Then we built the 5,000. Then we got the 10 grand. It's like a lot of these dudes, they come out, you may have a story or two and you coming out trying to charge 5,000-10,000 when you're really a 1,500 cat. You're really a $2,000 cat, which you could start off charging 1,000, 1,500 and work your way up, building that fan base, building that storyline, building that viewership. A lot of you dudes are just coming in here and like, oh, Charleston's making 10,000? Oh, Boosie's making what, 14,000, 50, 100,000? And you can't, it's not that. And it can eventually get to that. But the spaces is so tricky. And I think a lot of times y'all think that Vlad or the No Jumpers or the who else is independent, the Academics or me, y'all are thinking that we're making more than what we're making. And really, it's really only a very few people that are worth with that top dollar, because every time the viewership we're either almost breaking even or we're right there or we profited. And then a lot of you dudes are charging 5,000-10,000 and y'all are going on every platform.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're not getting a lot of views no more because you're doing too many interviews.
Yeah, saying the same shit. It get boring, you know what I mean? Facts. I think that's what Charleston did for a minute, then he backed off of that shit. Like, he kind of polluted it, man. Shit ain't even the same. What can you say? We know you gonna say fuck King Von. We know you gonna say fuck Lil Durk. We know you gonna say such and such is a demon. La la la. Like, that shit ain't even interesting no more. Okay, nigga, what's next? Nigga, what's next?
You know what I'm saying? So I get Boosie wanting more. Now I'm gonna put y'all on game too. A lot of y'all are saying that Boosie wants more money because of he took a picture with Charleston White. Because Vlad took a picture with Charleston White and Boosie's mad at Vlad. That's not true. This all comes after 6ix9ine got cool with Vlad. And Vlad's running around saying, yeah, that's the most I ever paid for an interview. And Vlad is like, and Boosie like, hey, like, nigga, we over here, we do crazy too. We do 100 parts. We do 100-part joints. And then the full interview, you making an extra million. Man, give me 5,000 more. And that's why I'm saying, like, Vlad kind of being greedy.
Get the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra for $0. No trade-in needed.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya, with rapid relief at 4 weeks. Many people experienced remission at 1 and even 2 years. Some saw 100% visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Tremfya is now approved for Crohn's disease. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
It's like, lad, come on, bro. I run the YouTube too. I see what you making, champ. Like, give him his bread, give him what he's worth, and let's keep the business going. But Boosie is this is just what I'm hearing. Boosie's feeling some type of way because Vlad's running around talking about 6ix9ine this, 6ix9ine that, and he paid 6ix9ine a lot of money. I'm not gonna say it because that's his business, but he paid him a lot of money.
I mean, like, that shit made a lot of views though. Like, I don't think Boosie getting no goddamn 6ix9ine views, man. You know what I'm saying? Boosie do good though. He got the big views. You know, he touched the people. But 6ix9ine, that shit be out of there, man. He say some of the most stupidest shit, and then they do Boosie like that too. Like, they redo his interview, what he said in the interview, you know what I'm saying? People be doing this shit. They do 6ix9ine like crazy. I know that I'm taking that, I'm stealing that shit. Give me that shit. You don't know what to do with this. That shit right there was, man, they wore that shit out. They had Donald Trump doing that shit. They had everybody doing that shit. Like they AI'd that motherfucker to death. You know what I'm saying?
So that's why Boosie coming on the, hey man, let's renegotiate. Like let's work it out. Like, you know, every time I come here, you know, we do good numbers, and I get Boosie.
I don't know though, but it's that kind of hating though. Why you only negotiating? Cause you heard what he said about Tekashi though. Like, you shouldn't renegotiate off your own shit, bro. When you just feel like that shit, hey, I feel like I'm worth. If I'm looking at these numbers, man, I feel like we going up, Vlad. Vlad, you gotta give me a little bit more, Vlad. Instead of, man, you know, you paying Tekashi $100, Vlad. Come on, Vlad. You can at least give me 5, 10 more. That put like you putting the muscle on that nigga.
See for that, you know what I'm saying? He's not wrong for that, because like I said a minute ago, he doesn't do a lot of interviews. He's not like a 607 Unk, and that's no disrespect to Unk. He's not a King Yella. He's not just out here interview, and he's watering himself down. Boosie really doesn't do a lot of interviews. So this interview is a guaranteed million viewed interview that they would have possibly done. So I don't understand why Vlad is doing that. Now, I do think Boosie is wrong saying he's gonna make more money interviewing himself. I don't think so. Nah. I think people like the chemistry between Vlad and Boosie.
Yeah.
And that's what we came to see. They already had the storyline built up.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Boosie read questions off of.
Nah, that shit boring, man. And then it ain't even like, yeah, Vlad, it ain't nobody asking no good question. They got no personality. Nah, man, nobody wants to see you interview yourself on no motherfucking Twitch, Boost. You don't even know how it work the internet, man. Get your old ass off here, man.
A tablet or a jumbotron. Like we don't want to. I don't want to see that. I want to see him be challenged, and that's one thing Vlad did. So it's a crazy space. I'm just giving y'all insight on how the game is, because Vlad he didn't fuck up the game. Really, Charleston fucked up the interview game more because he was more bragging about the price, which he's not wrong for that, because he is like kind of like the king of YouTube in the interview world. But now everybody's trying to get that 5,000-10,000, and it ain't that. It's very few people. If you're trying to get in this interview circuit, start off at 1,000, 1,500, work your way up, build the groove, become that guy. Don't don't whore yourself out in interviews and shit like that. Keep that viewership up, and then you can get the 5,000-10,000 to pop. But if you a hoe, if you fucking everybody, niggas ain't gonna want to fuck with you. It's just like, you gotta be selective and strategic. So that's the game, man. Yeah, they say Boosie and Vlad Boosie kind of seen that 6ix9ine shit. It was like, hey, hold on, like, I'm gonna need five more. That's what I'm hearing, you know. But people didn't think that the Charleston White and Vlad and the picture they took had something to do with it. But it was more about the 6ix9ine, and you know.
Damn, Charleston White and Vlad took what?
Boosie once more. Think that the Charleston White and Vlad and the picture they took had something to do with it, but it was more about the 6ix9ine, and you know, Boosie once more. But yeah, this interview space gets real. It gets real ugly. People want more than what they are bringing in on the viewership line. So, and you got to remember, niggas got to pay camera crews and editors, and it can get tricky. So, I appreciate y'all. Some million YouTube channels, but you right here with me. Love y'all.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay.
That nigga ain't goddamn. One thing about it, man, Boo a hustler, man, you know what I'm saying? Oh, damn, yeah, nigga done been on play. Yeah, Boo a hustler, man. It's just that, damn, man, you what's that word? Yeah, man, you could be doing too much, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you be on this motherfucker going crazy, man. And that's what most niggas do, though. They do be doing a lot of interviews and shit. And then it's like, damn, all right, I don't even want to hear nothing. I don't even want to see no more of this nigga interviews, man. What else can you say, bro? They said the same thing 50 goddamn times. I don't even look at Charles the White interviews no more. I ain't gonna lie. What can he say, man? Shit boring. I damn near don't look at Boosie interviews no more. What the fuck can he say? That shit boring. And then you be selecting.
I ain't do Vlad no more.
You be selecting politicking this shit. And that shit really make a nigga be like, man, I don't even give a fuck what Boosie say. He pick and choose when to say shit. Nigga, no, that ain't real.
We couldn't come up with a agreement. He ain't want to pay me. I wanted $5,000 more than he wanted to pay me. He ain't want to pay me, so I think I'm gonna make more money doing it this way. And I'm editing my interview now. I ain't do Vlad no more. We couldn't come up with a agreement. He ain't want to pay me. I wanted $5,000 more than he wanted to pay me. He ain't want to pay me, so.
I don't know what time it is. Let's talk about it.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I get ready. Been 7 months. Let's go.
And then you ain't gonna ask yourself the hard question, man. Like, damn, Mr. Skinny TV on here said Boosie going broke, nigga. Damn. Somebody, Yo Geechee said they called each other friends all these years, but shit was really based on money, nigga. Somebody said the best thing you can do is invest in yourself. There's more than one way to get the shit done. Yeah, but you can invest in yourself, but you need another nigga, man. Nobody just want to see Boosie just answering a question, bro. And then you ain't even gonna ask yourself the hard question. Do you think Young Thug a snitch? See, Vlad gonna say that shit. See, Vlad gonna say, see a motherfucker interview ain't gonna make, I don't care about who feelings I'm gonna hurt. I'm still trying to be cool with Young Thug and YSL. I'm trying to be cool with Whack 100 and DJ Ack. Nah, an interviewer gonna ask you that shit, fool. Like, if you can get off that shit, nigga, you can get off that shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get out this shit asking yourself questions, Boost. Cause you ain't gonna ask yourself the tough question. You ain't gonna ask yourself the tough question, man. You gonna give yourself them easy act. And nobody wanna see that shit boring, guy. Oh, man, Finesse the only nigga, man. Finesse 2 times could go on there and just interview himself, man. He funny. I don't think Boosie funny than Finesse. Hell nah.
I don't know what time it is. Let's talk about it.
Nah, man.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Nah, man. But I'm glad you think this shit, though. You gotta have confidence.
I ain't do Vlad no more.
I don't know what time it is. Let's talk about it.
You gotta have confidence, man, in whatever you doing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's for real. So you gotta think that shit gonna work, guys. I'm glad my nigga said he think it gonna work, man. What a live it, man. What a live it, man. Fuck that. I'd rather see it on Instagram. Oh, okay. Here you go.
Hey, y'all on social media trying to make this like it's a beef between me and Vlad, bro. Like, that's my guy, bro. Like,
oh,
I can call Vlad right now, bro, and we'll laugh about shit, bro. Like,
okay.
Me trying to find a, better way to make more money out of my interviews. I'm a hustler, bro. Like, if two people can't agree on something, that's what people do.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing, man. It's no big deal at all, bro. Like, call Vlad right now. We gonna laugh this shit out, bro. Like, but me, trying to hustle and make more money if I can. That's what hustlers do, bro. Like, I'm never satisfied, bro. Like, if I can try to find a better way, I'ma always try to find a better way, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with me and my relationship with my partner, bro. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with it, bro. Like, I don't see why y'all upset, bro. Like, y'all love our interview. I don't see why y'all upset, bro. But, I got an interview coming this week. I mean, if you can support it, I know all my fans gonna support it anyway. But don't try to push the narrative, my nigga. Like, you ain't Vlad.
You should have let them push the narrative, bro. And there'll been promotion for your interview, and then you could have came out after the interview and said this shit, because now your shit really ain't gonna get no track.
I'm just hustling, bro. I'm trying to find a better way, bro. You never know how it's gonna pop out, bro.
No, boo. I pray for you, though. I hope you go hard, man. I hope you be getting them Vlad numbers by yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? You could do it, man. You could do it, man. It ain't gonna probably be the first one, but after a while, though, you will push up, man. You will get to that 6'9" status, bro. What is this?
And by the way, nobody can go in a versus battle with R. Kelly in the world, living or dead. Y'all lucky he in trouble, motherfuckers.
Wait, hold on. That's a good.
Nobody. Who you gonna call? Michael Jackson? No.
Beyonce?
Beyonce? No. Nobody got more.
What the hell did that Chinese say? But losing. Bad Boosie. No, not the duo that we've been loving so. Damn, what happened?
What he thinks he's worth. Now, Sean Cotton from Say Cheese is close to both Vlad TV and Boosie, and he reveals that the reason why Boosie is asking for a pay increase or asking for that much from Vlad TV is because Boosie's seeing what Vlad TV pays 6'9".
I ain't do Vlad no more. We couldn't come up with a agreement. He ain't want to pay me. I wanted $5,000 more than he wanted to pay me. He didn't want to pay me, so I think I'm gonna make more money doing it this way. And I'm editing my interview now.
All right.
I don't know what time it is. Let's talk about it.
Boosie works there.
Uh-oh. Yeah, get ready.
Boosie.
Just 7 months. Let's go.
We don't know we paid Boosie already. But we don't know what we paid Boosie already, though. You know what I'm saying? Nigga might be paying Boosie the bag already, nigga. He like, damn, you want more? I'm already. Come on, Boosie. You making more off this than goddamn your music, nigga. My guy.
The reason why this shocked everybody, well, at least the general public, is because Boosie have sung Vlad TV's praises for giving him a lot of money for these interviews. Now, if you are privy to some information behind the scenes, that you know that Boosie lied about how much Vlad has been paying him for years. Like when Boosie went on the Breakfast Club and told the world like he made $500,000 this year off of Vlad TV interviews, but Boosie only did like 8 interviews that year, so people thought that Boosie was saying he was making over $40,000 per Vlad TV interview. I knew behind the scenes Boosie was lying because I understood that Vlad TV was paying Boosie dramatically less than $40-something thousand per interview. But Boosie wanted the world to think that he was making much more than he really was. And that in turn put Vlad in a lot of issues because now every guest that Vlad was trying to book, every high-profile guest, they was asking for the Boosie number, when in fact Boosie was lying the entire time.
Get millions. If not, I can make
ain't that kind of money in it.
I don't want it because I can make $500,000 with Vlad every year, man.
Damn.
Vlad. I don't really need it if it ain't.
That ain't Vlad don't be a lot more.
So I got we got to talk about you.
$500,000 with Vlad.
A year.
Close to it.
God damn, salute to Vlad then.
Almost immediately I found out that was cap. I know the real number, by the way, that Boosie was getting from Vlad, and it was nowhere close to $40,000 whatsoever. But Boosie was telling the world this. Now, Boosie kind of admitted he was capping because when he stopped doing Vlad TV interviews for a while, and when Vlad paid 6ix9ine $50K, Boosie then came out and said he only wants $40,000 from Vlad. Well, if you only won $40,000, then wasn't you already getting $40,000? You was making $500K a year from Vlad off of 8 interviews, apparently. So wasn't you getting paid already? But apparently not.
He pitched it to me, and I initially said no because the amount of money was too high. Right? I never paid this much for an interview. And I was doing academic show.
And you're not going to say how much you paid?
I'll say this.
I think you should not. So I back that. Because I feel like we don't want everybody to know what's possible.
I'll say this. It was more than Marlon Wayans wanted.
Well, besides the perpetual revenue percentage
I'll
split.
Just leave it just at that.
Okay.
It was more than what Marlon Wayans wanted.
Right.
Right. But in this case, I felt this really was a very serious interview that would really blow up. Whereas a Marlon Wayans interview would just be a cool interview with a known actor / comedian.
And to be fair, 6ix9ine for the last 5 years or whatever has been very much kind of not doing long form interviews, and especially not the kind of interviews that you do where you go into the depths and details of everything, you know.
What I was going to do, I knew was going to be potentially big, but I wasn't going to do it just because of the price associated with it. And I was doing an academic show, and I mentioned to him as we were just hanging out afterwards, he was like, yo, man, you should do that shit. That's gonna be the biggest shit. You should do that shit.
Marlon Wayne obviously asked for $40,000. We now know for a fact, I can tell you for a fact, Vlad TV paid 6ix9ine $50,000 for the interview. I don't even think it's a secret anymore. So when Boosie got that number in his head, Boosie like, I need 40. Vlad like, you don't need 40. I'm not giving you 40. It's not happening.
Get paid one time, so I got to get paid good. I'm sorry, I don't need a podcast. Are you done with DJ Vlad because he did one with 6ix9ine? Nah. You know how many rats Vlad done did podcasts with? That ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing against no 6ix9ine. I ain't got no beef with 6ix9ine. I don't care who Vlad doing no podcast with. That ain't none of my motherfucking business. But you gotta pay me. I don't give a f. That ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm feeding my family off a podcast. I ain't know what he paid 6ix9ine. He did? Shit. All I want is 40, bro. Like, I ain't on no 100K shit. Give me 40. I'm worth that, right? Am I worth that? 40?
No.
That's not why you haven't seen me on Vlad. I'm not mad about no 6ix9ine interview. I didn't even watch the interview. I don't watch other people's interviews. I don't watch other people's shit, bro. I just go up there and do me. I'm not worried about that's his job. If he want, that's Vlad's job. That ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. That ain't why you ain't just seen me on the Vlad TV. That's not it. I just haven't been paid. When it's time for me to get paid, when anybody, it's not just Vlad, anybody who want me on their podcast, I'm ready. I'm so ready. I'm so ready to talk about this shit that's going on. I'm ready. I've been ready since in November. I'm ready.
I can tell you this for a fact. That 6ix9ine number that's flowing out there, that has been the biggest hindrance from Vlad TV and Boosie sitting down. Vlad offered Boosie a raise. Like, Vlad offered to give Boosie, a little bit more money, but Boosie wants to get to that $40,000 range because Boosie feels like if 6ix9ine can get 50, you giving me 20 is too disrespectful. All right? Now, I think Vlad even went up to because Boosie claims he just won $5K more, so I'm assuming Vlad went up to 30. And Boosie nah, I want 50 or 40. Now, Sean Cotton, right, who runs Say Cheese TV, he actually gives his take on this. Now, he goes on to say that the reason why Boosie is asking for this is because of him hearing how much Vlad TV paid 6ix9ine.
It gets tricky with the numbers because, like I said, this is a new business and it's really hard to
Nigga with pocket watch, man. Nigga heard that shit, was like, what? Boosie got to count some shit, nigga. Fuck my hell no. This 9, he's a rat, Vlad. I'm a real nigga. You gotta pay me, man. You gotta at least give me goddamn woo. But nah, man, your numbers ain't fucking with 6ix9ine numbers, though. That shit ain't even remotely close. So, I don't know. Niggas be, I don't know, man. This shit is tricky. I'm like, Sean, it's a tricky situation. Yeah, man, Boosie work. Because he will make that money eventually. But every Boosie video ain't guaranteed that he go platinum like a 6ix9ine interview. That bitch going platinum. Like 6ix9ine just got out of jail right now. Ain't going platinum with that nigga. If Vlad get a hold to him, he gonna go platinum. If DJ Academic get a hold to him, he gonna go platinum. And then after that shit gonna be watered down. But he got about 4 platforms he can hit. You gotta make sure they pay you right. Cause these niggas gonna get millions and millions of views over time. Like, they act like, Man, 6 months from now, them niggas still be eating off you, nigga. While you broke. You don't want that, you know what I mean?
To see what somebody's really worth. Now, a lot of people, Boosie just came out saying that, he's not doing no more Vlad interviews because, they couldn't agree on a $5,000 increase. I think Boosie is worth that $5,000 increase. If that was me, if I was Vlad, I would have did it. Because Boosie doesn't do a lot of interviews. If you see a lot of these people, the OG Percys, the Charleston Whites, it's a lot of people who do a lot of interviews, and I get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. But Boosie's somebody who doesn't do a lot of interviews, and you could really pay him. And he hasn't been on Boosie in about 8 months. So the interview would have went crazy. A lot has passed. There's a lot to talk about. Vlad's just, I heard he's kind of, Vlad is Vlad, man. But yeah, it's a tricky game.
I agree if Boosie was asking for an extra 5 for a one-off interview, but if Boosie is asking for the extra 5 to be the new rate, then I understand from a Vlad angle. Was like, bruh, I can't afford to pay you the 5K extra, especially if the margins doesn't make sense, right? Like, if Boosie is asking, hey, Vlad, give me $40,000 for my first return interview, and Vlad said, okay, bet. That's different from, hey, give me $40,000 every time I come and sit and do an interview with you.
Yeah.
That's a little different, and that's where I think Vlad is like, hold on, bruh. This may not make sense whatsoever.
Charleston White kind of ruined the game too. Everybody wants Charleston is running around talking about how much he makes per interview. So now everybody's trying to be on his level. And
getting them views though. I don't even think Boosie getting no Charleston White views. Like Charleston White be getting them hella views, man. You title that shit right. Adam talking about the white shit, he go off one good time. $1 million interview, nigga. You get into the bag. Shit be watched for years, the whole year round. That shit getting watched.
It's not too many Charleston Whites in this interview space. You know, I think Boosie. I think it's Boosie, Charleston White, and everybody else is seasonal, just depending on what's going on. But you got like Woody from Atlanta. He had hit me up and tried to charge me $10,000, and I don't get it. I don't get a lot of these dudes like, and you know, if that's your worth, if that's what you feel like you're worth, that's what you feel like you're worth. But y'all aren't making $10,000. Y'all aren't even making the money back a lot of the times. So it's like, we pay y'all $10,000 and the interview only makes $7,000, and then it's just, we lose, you win. And that's okay. That's how the business goes sometimes. I get it. But if I clearly see you're not making $10,000, why would I pay you $10,000 and you hitting me up? So I didn't understand that from Woody. Like, these people aren't trying to build with you. They're not trying to, because when I found Charleston, it was, I didn't pay him for the first two. Then I slowly started paying him.
I'm gonna say this, and this is where I get on the side of the people asking to get paid. There is no building when it comes to a platform. There's no building. That's just a lie from the pits of hell. There is no building, okay? If you go on Sean Cotton and you do 1 million views 10 times, you are getting Sean Cotton the subscribers. You are building Sean Cotton's platform up. Sean Cotton could say, forget you today, and then bring on somebody else, and he already got the subscribers and the clout from it.
Yeah.
There is no building, right? Like, you only value is what you get paid from them.
Yeah.
Now, you know, like, there are things like, for example, you know, like, you go on Vlad TV and you get visibility and you might get extra bookings, cool. But those are the extra bookings outside of that platform. There's no building up. Like, there's no, yo, let's build this thing. No. You can only build something up if you have equity in that. So if I'm Woody, I'm not going for that kind of game as well. I'm not going for the let's build. Hold on, bro. What am I building? It's not my platform this interview is on. It's on your platform. No, give me my money, and you can build a platform based on the views I'm going to give you. So that part I understand. I'm not going for no let's build, right? But yeah, I do agree with Sean in terms of, because Charleston White, because Boosie, because other people have been so vocal about how much they're getting paid, now everybody and their mama is asking to be paid. I remember trying to book an interview at No Jumper, and it's somebody who we thought would be grateful to be on the platform, right? Because we just thought they was like an interesting character. They didn't really didn't have like that much clout or nothing like that. It just seemed interesting. That person started asking, well, how much y'all pay? I said, huh? You? But that's the economy we're currently in right now. Now, do y'all feel like that's a good thing or a bad thing? Because some of the interviews that y'all want don't happen because people, you know, be wanting to get paid a lot.
Boosie wanting more. Now, I'm gonna put y'all on game too. A lot of y'all are saying that Boosie wants more money because of he took a picture with Charleston White. Because Vlad took a picture with Charleston White and Boosie's mad at Vlad. That's not true. This all comes after 6ix9ine got cool with Vlad, and Vlad's running around saying, yeah, that's the most I ever paid for an interview. And Vlad is like, and Boosie like, hey, like, nigga, we over here, we do crazy too. We do 100 parts. We do 100 part joints, and then the full interview, you making an extra million. Man, give me 5 more thousand. And that's why I'm saying, like, Vlad kind of being greedy. Cause it's like, Vlad, come on, bro. I run the YouTube too. I see what you making, champ.
Yeah, you chopping them bitches up like crazy, Vlad. You getting crazy work out, boo, them, man.
Like, give him his bread.
Sometimes you be doing the titles crazy, man. You heard me? What up?
What he's worth, and let's keep the business going. But Boosie this is just what I'm hearing. Boosie's feeling some type of way because Vlad's running around talking about 6ix9ine this, 6ix9ine that, and he paid 6ix9ine a lot of money. I'm not gonna say it because that's his business, but he paid him a lot of money.
Say Cheese is saying Vlad is being greedy. Let me know what y'all think, man. I think for a one-off interview, it'll be worth it. I think if you're asking for an extra $5,000 every time we do an interview, and we're doing one like once a month, and the problem is too, a lot of these dudes who do get paid like 5, 10, 20,000, they go and do 100 interviews right away. And when they go and do 100 interviews right away, you know what happens? Well, it becomes oversaturated and the views go down, right? I think we learned earlier, like when Adam and 4Extra would have their agreement.
Yeah.
Right? Adam made sure to like tell 4Extra, hey, this is an exclusive deal. You can't do no other interviews elsewhere because you don't want to get oversaturated. I think Crip Mac has the same problem. Crip Mac comes out of jail and he does 100 different interviews. And after a while, we done heard it already, right? Like, how many times can we hear 5-5 Crip? I mean, sir, like, we is good. You got it, bud. Right? How many times we, right? But then if you're somebody who's in agreement with this person and, you know, they do ahead and do 100 different interviews and you already have a set price, then it's awkward to tell them, hey, I can't give you the usual price, bro. You done did 5 other interviews this month, man. Like, the views come down. But in the case of Boosie, he don't do that. So y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do y'all believe that Vlad is being greedy, as Sean Cotton would say? Or do y'all feel like Vlad is right and he's astute by how he's doing things? Let me know, okay? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch it,
I don't even know, man. It is crazy work, man. This nigga right here, I put on all type of shit. But yeah, dog, this shit is crazy. I don't even know, man. Urban politics, niggas, man. It's my niggas, Dewberry, man. What the Dewberry be? Dewberry don't even be talking about shit. Dewberry said Boosie and Bad into it over pay 6ix9ine. Pay more Pooh Shiesty artists. This good shit, man. Rap, man. I don't know what the fuck Dewberry is. Dude, nah, I don't want to hear Dewberry talk about that shit. Man, they talk about Boosie. I ain't crashing. I said that shit calm than a motherfucker. Nigga be trying to get the views, man. Nigga try to get these motherfucking virus, man. Niggas is not bullshit. Calm, brazen. I think he beating with Charles White too, man. That shit crazy. Everybody beefing with everybody. And I fucked up my stream. That's wild. It's like Young LL on the remix. Say what? I don't want to hear that shit, man. We already said that shit. He ain't right be bullshit, so he just be putting a bunch of shit on it. Man, I got 121K. Say what? It gotta be some bullshit. Say Diddy gonna be free next week. Hell no, I know the dealer ain't getting out no goddamn week, boy. Got to be capped. Man, that shit crazy, bro. Yeah. It's brazy. That's crazy work, man. Vlad and Boosie into it, man. Jay Prince Jr. having the bad week. Got this. We can't even go over the shit, man. Nigga done motherfucking struck my channel down.
WGU's RN to BSN program is the largest in the country. With a CCNE accredited curriculum, you'll graduate with confidence to go further.
Chatla Russ. Let's see what Chatla Russ talk about. Chatla Russ.
Yeah, Jay Prince Sr., the whole Prince family, the whole Mob Ties Collective.
Mr. Miyagi. Look at Mr. Miyagi.
Are in a whole lot of trouble, okay? The biggest, baddest gangsters in Houston have gotten themselves in a mess that I don't know if they're going to be able to get out of, to be honest with you. It's no disrespect, but this situation is very serious, and there's a whole bunch of fallout, not just from the shooting of Ben 10 by All-Star JR, rapper from Detroit, who apparently got into it with Jay Prince Jr. over a baby mama drama. Also, the very tragic murder of Takeoff from the Migos, where, you know, they're saying Jay Prince Jr. was at the scene. There's a whole bunch of stuff going around that basically the Prince family have been involved in a lot of stuff, and their time might finally be coming to the end of the road, because it's being reported, and we've got to take this with a little a fistful of salt, but it's been reported that according to WAC 100, the Alphabet Boys, the Feds, the FBI, the ATF, who knows, they're coming for the Prince family, okay? WAC posted, this has been reposted on Truth Teller TV. It says, "Welp, my Houston back door just tapped in." Pause. Seems to me like old Jay Prince, respect, done scolded old Junior, Jay Prince Jr. And as for old Lil Bulldog, don't let him punk you like that. Stand a man, the old man, as you can call, stand a man. I said stand up as a man. It doesn't really make sense. It says, don't let him punk you like that. Stand like a man. The old man, as you call him, don't run nothing outside of the nickel. Sincerely, the exposers. And he said, word is the Alphabet Boys are coming. So he's saying that the FBI are actually going to be on the mob ties empire. Jay Prince Jr. might be in a lot of trouble. He's been associated with a lot of very messed up situations over the years. And according to WAC 100, their time might be running out. Now, look, I don't know for sure. I've not seen any other proof of this, but sometimes WAC be putting stuff out there. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes it don't quite add up. But he is saying that his Houston backdoor is telling him that the Feds, the Alphabet Boys, are coming for the Prince family. Now, WAC would elaborate a little bit on his thoughts on what happened over there in Houston with Ben 10 on the No Jumper show. So let's hear what he said there, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory, some other reactions going on, and some rumors that some very messed up stuff actually went down in the aftermath of Takeoff's murder. So let's hear what Wax said on No Jumper.
So allegedly, there's a rapper also
believe the NBA team really f with Jay Prince and them like that. So they're insinuating Junior sit Ben 10 on a mission. I don't believe Ben 10 will allow himself to be. I don't think NBA young boy is going for any of his team being sent on a mission by anybody tied to that team.
But I mean, I feel like YoungBoy doesn't have complete control over his homies. He might have some control, but
ain't no control. It's about what they doing and what they ain't doing.
So Wax basically saying it don't make sense. YoungBoy in the NBA camp, they done had beef with Mob Ties and Jay Prince over the years. It don't make sense. Why is Ben 10 frontlining for this situation? There must be more to the story than we know.
Now they say Junior in the building. Okay, he in the building. Junior got the bitch. It's his baby mama. Okay, he got his baby mama, right? But the fact that they saying Junior sent dude over there to rob him, unless dude that's in the hospital says that,
They need to stop that.
So you're saying Jay Prince Jr.'s baby mama was right up in that clip as well?
No, oh boy.
Who?
The Detroit rapper.
Oh,
Jay Prince,
yeah.
the bitch.
Oh, so that's what they think that the beef is.
And I
over
guess allegedly they saying he put his hands on his kid. Well, I don't believe Junior would do no shit like that.
That sounds crazy.
He tendered about a brawl. That's why he got his ass whooped by Bro. Bro, the R&B singer homie, whooped his ass real bad.
Jay Prince's ass.
Yeah,
what R&B singer was this? I forget.
You don't know?
I don't know. This is too much.
Come on, bro. That's crazy.
Jay Prince Jr. fight.
So look, all right, Wack's saying that he also doesn't believe that Jay Prince Jr. put hands on All-Star JR's kid, and this was something that Jay Prince corroborated in this message, all right? We've read this before, I'll read it again. It says, the internet is so capped. First off, I went to the restaurant by myself to meet OG3 for his birthday dinner. I didn't have not one of my guys with me, and everyone who was at the restaurant was there organically to celebrate the homie's birthday. I didn't know Buddy was there, and I'd just come from physical therapy and my aunt's birthday dinner, which is why I was dressed like that. Secondly, I would never harm a child. The little boy loves me to death, so you can chill out with that BS too. I understand your bloggers want clicks, but at least attempt to tell the truth. You'll make up anything. I was raised to handle business in private, but this new generation only understands what posted, not what's real. That's when the story gets one-sided and silence starts looking like guilt. So you got to speak, not for them, but to set the record straight. And he said he'll be sitting down to do an interview with somebody about this situation very soon. So Wack would go on to give a few more thoughts on this pod, and I'm going to show you some more stuff from outside.
My thing is, just as Jay Prince Jr. was there,
You said the Whopper is the best burger in America, when made right. So with your feedback, we've perfected every bite, so that every Whopper is made your way and never smashed. Because there's a new king, and it's you.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he had involvement.
No, definitely. I mean, that's an easy narrative to spin if he's just there. You know, they're always going to take the most famous person in the room and loop them in
Now, on the
somehow.
flip side, he does have sealed files. 6ix9ine did tell me he's a rat, and he been known for, taking things from certain individuals who didn't want to give it up.
I with Jay Prince Jr., I don't know anything about that, but
he got sealed files, bro. It's a fact.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I know him. I didn't see the scary side of him. Scared as a mother,
like
petrified.
him being scared.
Like, bro, don't let him get me and tripping and out in blue. Swear to God, bro. I'm like, nigga, that's why when he be doing all this, this slow talk shit, that is not you.
Oh yeah.
So he said some pretty explosive claims, right? He's initially saying, well, just because Jay Prince is there doesn't mean that he was involved, but then he's also saying that he got a serious reputation. They're saying he got a reputation of taking things from people who don't want to give it up. Now, I heard some stuff about that. Might not be quite what you think, but there's some pretty negative rumors that have been attached to him over the years. Now, a lot of people have been popping out to basically give their thoughts on Jay Prince Jr. and basically say they're not fucking with him. Another guy who was tapped in with a mob ties at one point, my guy Finesse 2 Times, who ironically he's popping off on YouTube right now. Shout out to Finesse 2 Times, man. He having motion on his channel, but he's been popping out basically giving the goods up on how he feels about the Prince family and how he was dealt with. He claimed in a viral clip that's been going around that Jay Prince Jr. actually manipulated him in his deal, and he never knew how much he even signed over to him. So Jay Prince Jr. got a lot of enemies out here over the years.
He manipulated me into believing that we was doing a partnership deal. The contract says that it's a partnership deal. But then the body of the contract, I'm basically an artist. So you dressed it up to where I can see it as a partnership, like you my man, you my partner, you my guy. Just like when I found out about the royalties, about you being able to quarterback my play. I ain't never said you can quarterback my motherfucking play. I ain't know that, nigga. If I'd have knew you was finna quarterback my motherfucking play, and I'm finna go get $5,000, I'd have changed it. I'd never signed with you. I'd have knew then you were full of shit. The fuck you talking about quarterback my play? We partners. We both gonna quarterback this shit. You can quarterback, I'm gonna run it back, or I can quarterback, and you gonna run it back, nigga. You wide receiver, kick this bitch or whatever, nigga. But they just know you. They got a contract you up, I can't go in there and say nothing. But it's a partnership deal. Fuck out of there. Straight through this shit.
So there's a lot of reasons that people don't like Jay Prince Jr. One of the other things that's obviously massive is the murder of Migos rapper Takeoff. Now, this happened at a Houston bowling alley. Jay Prince Jr. was in attendance, and a lot of people didn't like the way that he handled things. Now, basically it says Takeoff was shot to death after a private party hosted by Jay Prince Jr., the son of the Rap-A-Lot co-founder Jay Prince, at a bowling alley in downtown Houston in the early hours of November the 1st, 2022. Investigators said the shooting erupted after a dice game where Takeoff's uncle, Quavo, got into an argument with those playing the game. So, what's really crazy about this is this was never solved. That's because allegedly the person that did it was murdered a few days after. Now, well, I'm about to tell you that these are all reasons why the feds might be looking into Jay Prince Jr. and his father, okay? Because a lot of people were very upset about what happened with Takeoff. Jay Prince Jr. was in attendance. He was actually seen hanging out on good terms with the likes of Takeoff and Quavo back in the day, back when things were good. Things were all good. Just a week ago, or however long ago this was, they were locked in, hanging out, having a good time.
Slide through the town, man. Slide through the town. How we get down? Got the birthday boy with me. Yeah. Slide through the town. How we get down? Got the birthday boy with me. Yeah, also. Yeah, we on the 5th. Yeah, the 5th, boy. Like this motherfucker, I got one for you now.
So look, they was all good in Houston. They was all hanging out, having fun, going to Jay Prince Jr.'s birthday party. But this viral video after Takeoff was killed, you know, it depicted apparently Jay Prince Jr. walking past the body. And this is titled "Jay Prince Jr. nonchalantly walks away from the scene while Quavo tries to pick Takeoff off of the floor." So that was reportedly the mob ties walking through and just walking away, and a lot of people felt it was disrespectful. Now, Jay Prince Sr. would even respond to everything that happened with the Takeoff death, and ironically, he would point the finger at some other people in a few viral clips.
I wanted to ask you about with, I believe it was Junior, they said he walked by. What is that all about?
You know, one of the biggest lies that was told, he walked by, you know, Takeoff body as if he was heartless and didn't care. In reality, you know, Junior, my cousin Michael Press, that's here with,
shout out Mike,
you know what I mean? They was there with Takeoff from the beginning to the end. You know what I mean? You know, even when they walked by, the walk by part, it took 3 seconds of an hour in some situation. When Mike and Junior was walking by, he actually went in the restroom to wash blood off his hand where he had reached up on the Takeoff. He had to pick him up, and his fingers went in.
We really needed that power slide.
That would have broken the bank. Let's see your fire if I can help.
That's fire. Can I try? Add more hydro smoke. Paint the car red. The sun in the sky. Golden hour. Okay. Wait, no. One more. 70s red muscle car. Cinematic. That's the shot.
You've got ideas, a new project, a renovation that's been waiting. Bauer gives you the tools you need to build, fix, and upgrade at prices that deliver more for your dollar. Bauer, heavy duty guaranteed.
So he's basically saying, actually, my son was there. He was trying to help out. And Jay Prince Jr. would also suggest in another interview that he had actually stayed with Quavo the rest of the evening, or, you know, for quite a long period of time while this was going on. Now, I don't know how true this is, but this is what he
I stayed with Quavo. We stayed out there probably like 2 or 3 hours together before we all parted ways and made sure each other was cool. Like, me and him stayed out there. Like, one other person pulled up, but it was me and him that stayed out there for hours after this transpired. So I stayed.
So he's saying that he stayed out there with them for hours. Now, Jay Prince Sr. would interestingly actually seemingly
I ain't gonna leave him out. You know, I'm just real like this, you know, because, you know, niggas be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like them kind of individuals, you know, and the truth of the matter is, you know, one can dance and different things in front of these different cameras and all that kind of shit, and when reality, the truth of the matter is,
you know, nigga, you wasn't really right there with Takeoff when he was alive. You know what I mean? So for you to be a clown that came here, I wish he would have never came with Quavo. I wish he would have never brought this nigga into Houston because he can't think. You know what I mean? This whole root of everything happening is from his actions. And to be frank, honest about the situation, I wish that bullet would have hit him instead of Takeoff because he was the one that deserved that.
But a lot of people aren't feeling it. People saying nobody deserves a bullet over words. Don't wish death on nobody because you ain't coming back from that. People saying Jay Prince moved in silence for decades and now he's falling apart the same way a fish does by opening his mouth. Jay Prince says, be careful when you wish death upon somebody. So the comments are hating on him. Super, super hating on him, okay? And interestingly enough, ironically, he would say in another clip that basically, you know, they have years of honor and history and stuff like this never happens, and except when it does.
Nothing should have happened. What do you say to that?
What I would say to that is, you know, I have a track record, man, and the Prince family have a track record of 30 plus years of, you know what I mean, honoring and loving on our guests and being with our guests, and no shit like this never happened. But here's the thing, and this is what people don't understand. We ain't never had nobody to attack us. You know, if you know what I mean. You know, when a man attacks a situation with a weapon, then, you know, it become a playing field where, you know, any and everything goes. So that's what we're dealing with right here, and that's the root of this situation.
So everybody's hating on Jay Prince Sr. for this. They're saying it's $1 million worth of clownery for this interview alone. They're saying Daddy stepping in to clean up Junior's mess. Saying he's watched The Godfather too many times. Saying what I heard was, yes, we did it, and it never would have happened if that one person didn't attack first period. Nothing more, nothing less. People says the end is near. You can hear it in his voice. No way a real boss does anything like that. Okay. The more Senior talks, the more he proves that he's worse than Junior. He should have remained silent. He better not take the stand with that. Why aren't they asking that guy that wasn't there anything at all? He wasn't even there. So it's like Junior and Senior switch positions. Senior's supposed to lead by example by checking Junior on making better decisions, period. All that being said, and we still don't know who killed Takeoff. Spill it. You already dry snitching. Now, there was a lot of disrespect, and I'll tell you about who killed Takeoff in a minute. But, okay, Jay Prince would spark outrage with his memorial for Takeoff at the site of his killing. So this was going viral. People were very upset. They basically weren't feeling the memorial that was left at the site of the killing. Basically, this was a memorial set up at the scene of the murder outside the bowling alley, and they released doves, but some people weren't feeling it. After the video, fans expressed displeasure over it. Many people were upset that the Prince family were in flowers and not Takeoff's. Were upset that the Prince family was in flowers. Was it in the? Did it say the Prince family? You're joking. It's not. It's a memorial to their own family. It says H-Town Unlimitless Prince family. So it's a memorial to themselves. That's actually disgraceful, to be honest with you. That's actually a complete disgrace. The Prince family. Why would you put your name above where this murder took place? You kind of putting yourselves in it a little bit. Is they thinking there's some big gangster power move like we gonna?
Dear Acorns, I'm planting seeds with deep intention for my children and grandchildren. As a first-time investor, this journey means everything to me. My name is Chiani Hall, and this is my Acorns Potential.
The spirit of Kentucky meets tropical pineapple. Jim Beam pineapple. Best enjoyed together.
Claim it, we're going to rep on it. That's actually insanity. People saying Jay Prince will never see heaven. They're saying this was low-key insulting and I don't like it, tweeted another fan. So it was actually extremely disrespectful the way that they did that, putting up a memorial in their own name. The Prince family, that's insane. That's actually insane. I can't believe that. But anyway, okay, the rumor has it, all right, that the man that actually killed Takeoff was killed soon after. And this is why a lot of people think the feds might be coming in.
You saw what happened. Going on. Allegedly, the young man.
There's a bunch of viral clips going around where people have said on places like Vlad TV that the person that killed Takeoff was killed soon after.
You saw what happened. Allegedly, the young man who allegedly killed Takeoff, now he's dead and gone.
Yep.
So see, it sounds like some cleaning house went on, okay? And Sadie Nash will break this down too in a bit more detail in another video.
Lil Kim death. Lil Kim has passed away. Joshua Isaiah Cameron, popularly known by his nickname Lil Kim, is confirmed dead following a shooting in Houston tonight. According to reports, the singer, who was originally from a small town in upstate South Carolina, died a few days after Migos rapper Takeoff was shot to death at a bowling alley in Houston. Lil Kim, who was seen in a viral video in a yellow or orange hoodie, was standing right by Takeoff a few minutes before the shooting. That man is not dead, bro. Let me stop y'all real quick. Just stop and think for 2 seconds. So Jay Prince Jr. and Mob Ties would have asked him out because he did what he was supposed to do? No. That's number one. Number two, do y'all realize that that's conspiracy on top of conspiracy on top of multiple murders now? Do y'all realize how fast that Rico would come in? Do you realize the whole entire Prince family would be in jail right about now? I don't hear nothing but win. It didn't happen. It makes zero sense. Do you understand the heat that would be on them cats for that? The police would actively have to go after these cats, because one thing you can't do is have one mysterious killing on top of another mysterious killing. Do I believe the police know who did it? Absolutely, 100% wouldn't deny it. But do I think they would put out something so egregious? There's other reports that say the police already named him as a person of interest. No, they didn't. They was talking about Buddy with the S hat on. So that's the second thing. The third thing, and the biggest thing, is this. How it looks, it looked like possibly a soldier following orders. You won't have any soldiers if the soldier is sat up here not taken care of. Because on top of that, y'all know he got family up over there. So you mean to tell me that his family just gonna let y'all slide on him and won't do nothing? Nah, buddy. Nah. And the type of dude that is allegedly, if he was to do that, that's a big if he did it, why would he trust y'all? Especially after that statement your daddy made. Come on, bro. Certain things gotta make sense and certain things don't. And this don't make sense. Because as soon as the first bullet would have popped off, bro, I'm telling you right now, you would have had to make sure that you killed this man. Because if he would have lived, he could have went ahead, turned snitch. Because the case would be basically this. Multiple counts of conspiracy, multiple counts of murder, multiple counts of witness intimidation. Did we not hear a police officer say 40 people left with 0 statements? Yeah, that's a RICO right there. And I'm not a prosecutor, but I'm pretty sure I could whoop your ass with that. But y'all let me know y'all comments. Subscribe, turn on that bell to stay notified so you can catch this stuff live. If it don't come from Nash or somebody I rock with, pass.
So there's rumors that this is actually a fake death and that they're pretending that he's dead. So there's a bunch of really interesting stuff going around on Reddit where they basically say that Lil Cam got arrested in connection with the bowling alley incident. And it says Cameron Joshua, 22, was arrested Tuesday, November 22nd. Was arrested for unlawfully, intentionally and knowingly possessing a firearm at a location other than the premises where the defendant lived. Okay? But basically they're saying it was arrested for a gun in his possession of the night of the murder, but he wasn't arrested initially in connection to the murder. This would be going around. People would say Quavo was arguing with Jay Prince Jr. and when he walked off, Lil Cam shot Takeoff in the head and then used him as a human shield. The Prince family is shook, getting death threats, and they're allegedly hiding the dude, Lil Cam, with the yellow hoodie. So there's rumors that he's dead. Now they're saying it's a fake story. People are saying Lil Cam 5th ain't dead. Fake story going around he is. Let me know when you get actual news report on a young man being shot in the 5th ward, because that fake ass blog post isn't true. And it said in the video he ain't dead and they're hiding him. All right. So this is a crazy story. I've never seen anybody doing a fake death to cover up a murder, okay? And it was going around everywhere that two suspects had actually been charged. So Cameron Joshua, Lil Cam 5th, and then Patrick Xavier Clark would also allegedly be charged with a murder. And I don't think that this has gone to trial or anything yet. This is from Takeoff's Wikipedia page, where it basically says the Houston police reported on it, and they basically said that 2 other people had been shot during the incident, and basically it says Joshua Cameron, known as Lil Cam 5th, was detained in Houston, and Patrick Xavier Clark believed that Clark's shot actually killed Takeoff, and Clark was indicted by a grand jury for the murder of Takeoff, and basically we're still waiting for a result as far as how this trial is actually going to go down. So he was on $1 million bond. There have been rumors going around that actually, Mob Ties might actually be paying for the lawyers and stuff like that in this situation. but it's still really unclear, and it's a whole mess going on. So Sadie Nash would also only a few weeks ago touch on basically the rumors of the alleged killer of Takeoff having a whole legal team and people wondering how he was paying for that.
Attorneys for the 33-year-old Patrick Xavier Clark spoke out following the preliminary hearing, saying they don't want their client to be tried in the court of public opinion and plan to fight to ensure that he receives a fair and unbiased trial. Yeah, we're going to stop right there. So now,
a real tool isn't made for a moment, but for the years that follow. Time passes, Limo stays. With you every season. Limo One Plus Robotic Mower.
What's on?
We died!
We're fine!
We're level 3!
I have a stick.
You're right. Different plan.
Play Summoner's War?
Wait, what?
If you're looking for the original turn-based fantasy RPG, then honestly, just play Summoner's War during its 12th anniversary.
No, cut! That's the wrong game.
I mean, I like the game.
we have a dilemma. We have a crazy dilemma. We have a dilemma to remember, because how is it that you couldn't make bond before? You had a benefactor, a rich uncle, like they say, right? They say you got a rich uncle. All right, cool. Right. Something hard to believe about that. But on the papers, it does show. So even though I find it hard to believe, it don't matter what I believe. What the paperwork says, it says, hey, this man right here who ain't Jay Prince paid for it. But y'all know how Sadie Nash do, the hood lawyer for a reason. Jay Prince has then used this lawyer before as well. Let me read y'all 2 interviews before I do. So he has an article. And it's funny because it says Star Wars. Let's get that up out of here. It's Star Trek over here, so we're going to scribble that up out of here. Thank you. Famous and in trouble, Kid Schaefer's your man. Meet 3 celebrities who were glad to have Houston's lawyer to the stars. So basically, it goes on, and I'm only going to read like the first paragraph. A lot of people in my field tell you how wonderful they are, how smart they are. Says Kent Schaefer, I kind of let my results talk for me. Fellow attorney at Channel 2, legal analyst Brian Weiss, who has known Schaefer since 1980 and worked with him on countless cases, says Schaefer's results have earned him the pinnacle status in the legal community. Pound for pound, says Weiss, he's the best at what he does. That's like a Brian Steele or a Drew Finley. You hear what I'm saying? So let's go to the first person, right? Tom Sizemore. In September 2011, Sizemore, a 90s Hollywood fan favorite, was arrested for allegedly violating probation from an old battery charge plagued by addiction and rehab stints his career was suffering. Taking his case, Schaefer explained to a Los Angeles judge that, in fact, Sizemore was not in violation, that his previous attorney hadn't filed proper paperwork on time, and that any further probation would actually harm the embattled actor. The judge agreed, terminated Sizemore's probation 18 months early. What? Y'all gotta remember, these lawyers don't win every case. It's really about you not getting hit with life sentences. And then we got this man right here. Let's take him back all the way to almost 20 years ago. Prosecutors dismissed assault charges in Jay Prince's gym beating case. Now, this article is pretty good, so I'm gonna be honest, it's a hell of a read. The Harris County District Attorney's Office has dismissed aggravated assault charges against Jay Prince, founder and CEO of Houston's Rap-A-Lot Records. Rap-A-Lot announced today. The charges stem from a January 2007 incident at Prince's Prince Complex Gymnasium, where Studio 7303 owner Ronnie Bookman alleged Prince ordered him beaten up because he would not sign a contract selling part of his interest in 7303, a local recording studio. Before the criminal charges were filed, Bookman had filed a $10 million civil suit against Prince. A criminal trial had been scheduled for August 4th, but after reviewing Bookman's deposition in the civil case, prosecutors decided to drop the charges, according to the Rap-A-Lot statement. In the deposition, Bookman admitted to numerous violations of state and federal law, including money laundering, mortgage fraud, tax evasion, and several acts of perjury. In addition, Bookman provided a version of the offense that was in wide dispute with his previous versions and that of other witnesses. This case was about Ronnie Bookman trying to use the criminal justice system to enrich himself at the expense of James Prince. And his plan was exposed, revealed, and rejected. Prince's attorney, Kent Schaefer, said, ain't that the name we just got done saying? They playing in our face, bro. Now, I ain't saying Jay Prince got anything to do with this, but if y'all recall years on before, the no order contact that had existed Remember, they had the whole entire Prince family. But after a little while meaning in the same damn week, we actually find out that no contact order with the Prince family had actually been released. So he could talk to the Prince family all damn day. Ultimately, he's going to beat the case. And he's going to beat the case because of technicalities of how they handled the DNA, aka the bottle that was left. Remember, they're saying based off of computers and cameras that he was the only one who could have fired that shot. Process of elimination. But how they obtained the freaking bottle, all of these things and everything, that's what's going to be. Takeoff will get no justice. It is what it is. And to be fair, Takeoff being shot by this man allegedly ain't even his fault. It's the other dude who came with Takeoff and whatever the hell the other cuz's name is, Quavo. So
look, Sadie Nash is saying that even with this bulletproof legal team, all right, Takeoff Skiller might beat it, but there might be some technicalities too, because as I saw in this earlier article, it basically says the murder of Takeoff is part of 400 cases that are flagged for forensic failures. So they might end up beating this, but also it does, according to WAC 100, hey, the Alphabet Boys are definitely looking into the Prince family. So look, I'm going to be following this very closely. I do feel like the Prince family have been involved in a lot of crazy stuff over the years. This All-Star JR situation with Ben 10 is only the latest in a series of very tragic events that have unfortunately been connected to this family. They got all the money, they got that Drake money, they got all that lawyer money, but who knows, man? I feel like the feds probably do have a sore spot for the Prince family, and they probably do want them to face justice in any way that they can. So we're going to have to keep track of this. I think that there's a lot of heat on these guys. You know, it's no disrespect, but they definitely are wilding out in those Houston streets. So if I hear any more, I'll keep you guys updated, but it could be a long day if, as WEC 100 says, the Alphabet Boys do get involved. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'll see you in the next video.
They say time is money. What if you had more of it? Gusto saves you 2 days every month on payroll, taxes, and compliance. So you can go from making payroll to making cinnamon rolls, filing taxes to relaxing, compliance regulations to family celebrations. The other guys charge per payroll run. They might even charge you to switch. Not us. Gusto saves you money and time, the one thing you can't earn more of. Choose a future with Gusto and get more time for what matters. Get started for free at gusto.com.
At Sophia Learning, we believe in making education more accessible and affordable for everyone. That's why we offer online college-level courses that are transfer-friendly. We know students are real people with real challenges, but Sophia can be a real solution. Sign up today and fast-track your degree.
All right, here we go. TK Kirkland, welcome back to Vlad TV.
What's up, Vlad?
What's up, man?
It's good to see you. It's good to see you.
It's been a minute, but we've been hanging out, talking. I went to your show.
Yep. In Virginia, ladies and gentlemen.
Virginia.
That's right.
We the ones
coming. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, hanging out backstage with everybody,
yes,
man.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Great time. Great time.
You're a good friend, good businessman. All the above.
Thank you. Likewise.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Well, we cannot start this conversation off without talking about the Pooh Shiesty Gucci Mane robbery.
Interesting.
Okay. So here's the overall story. Pooh Shiesty signed a Gucci Mane. I think back in like 2021.
Okay.
Started to take off as an artist. Got caught up with some sort of shooting incident or something like that. Got 5 years in the feds. Came out after doing 3 years. Dropped the first day out. Freestyle. Song blew up. Became huge. Money coming in. But apparently he was upset over the deal that he had signed with Gucci.
Okay.
So, and I went through the transcripts and everything else like this, right? So, he contacted Gucci and said, hey, can you meet me in the studio in Dallas? Because he's still on house arrest, right? So we can work on some music and talk about this contract. Gucci came down, brought 2 off-duty security officers, off-duty police officers at security with him. Went to the studio. One of the off-duty cops was in the car downstairs. The other one went up with him, but stood in the lobby, stood in the hallway outside the actual studio. Pooh Shiesty, his dad, this other artist named Big 30, and 6 other guys showed up to the studio.
Wow.
They got there, they had some drinks, whatever else. So then Pooh Shiesty asked Gucci to go into the sound booth along with his dad and Big 30.
Okay.
They asked Gucci to give him a release. When Gucci said no, they pulled out a gun and put it to his head. Made him sign the release with a gun to his head, and then filmed him signing it. At that point, oh, I forgot, Gucci actually came with this white cameraman named Matt and his other friend. The cameraman saw something was happening crazy in there, so he texted security to come inside. But at that point, they had blocked the door, and as Gucci was getting robbed, Pooh Shiesty's people started robbing Gucci's people.
Okay.
They took his watch, they took a 1017 chain, a bag full of money, and everything else like that. And then, when the cop tried to get in and see that he was outgunned, he let it go. Pooh Shiesty pointed a gun at everyone and said, leave. And then they left, and then everyone got arrested. Gucci Mane apparently gave statements, as well as the other victims.
Okay.
And that was a big deal, because I have a video from Gucci from 20 years ago saying he'd rather die than snitch.
Yes.
Now, is there any situation that you can see yourself that you would talk to the police about a situation?
I don't do that. Well, we won't do that. For real, these fellas all said, well, niggas I fought with, my crew won't do that. We won't snitch on niggas. We stand down for ourselves. Like, if I gotta go, I'm gonna go. I done went before. I don't want to snitch on nigga to save nobody's life, not even my own.
Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Arkansas. You'd be so dialed in to every play that you forget to eat your wings.
DraftKings Sportsbook is now live in Arkansas. New customers sign up and turn a $5 bet into $300 instantly in bonus bets.
The way you see an idea in your mind and shape it into something that could only come from you. This is how website creation should be. Wix Harmony, the new way to create.
I die.
And he's been saying that this whole time. I'm not a snitch. I'll go to prison before snitching. You got to kill me, before I snitch. And as soon as this situation, because here's the interesting part about this situation, right? Is that if Gucci says, no, nothing happened, we just had a conversation, I signed the release, then that release is valid. But if he said that it was signed under duress, then it gets ripped up.
Mm-hmm.
Because after the situation, Gucci dropped a diss song talking about all this, saying he signed it under duress.
Wow, this is crazy.
This is the situation.
So here's my take. For the people that's been following me for years, I want you to see a man that has evolved in life. I told you something about 8-9 years ago with Jeezy and Gucci, and you asked me, do you ever think they'll make peace? And I said, they will make peace one day. I said, because they have evolved, they became men. 6 months later, bam, they had the concert. Yeah. They shook hands. I was there, so the whole thing. And you played it, I think, a week later and said, yo, TK was right. Let me explain to you about this now. When Gucci Mane said that years ago, he was still, I'm just going to say in my words, a child, still thinking like a child.
Okay.
In the streets, it's this, we get caught up in this illusion about snitching. We get caught up in all this BS. And I tell people in my show from time to time that snitching is the #1 salary for informants in the country. If you Google it, the salary for informants is insane. When you watch these documentaries on Netflix, they'll tell you that they cannot crack most of their cases without informants, without snitches. Gucci owns a record label. He has a wife. He has kids. You can't risk your life and lose all that. When you live a good life, you see how we live. Drive nice cars, we travel the world. You have to do the right thing in life. Like, forget what people might say, oh, you snitch and whatever. So people rather see you dead or in prison to say, that's a real nigga.
He's a real one.
You're a real one. It's not like that, man. And I want the young kids and artists to stop saying he's a snitch. He got robbed. He's a man now. He has a family. Everybody, you got to start doing the right thing. I've said this over and over again. No matter how tough you are, they got a place for you.
Yeah. Yeah, man, listen. Pooh Shiesty sat in prison for 3 years.
Yes.
And thought about how he was going to get out of this Gucci Mane contract. And the best solution he found was kidnapping. That was the best he can come up with.
Now
he couldn't come up with anything better than I'm going to kidnap him and put a gun to his head.
Now he might get life.
He might get, maybe not life, because nobody got shot. Nobody got hurt. I mean, one of the guys, I think Matt, the cameraman, got choked up a little bit. He has a few little bruises around his neck, but that's very minor.
But let me tell you why he might get life.
Why is that?
He just got out of jail. He was still on parole or probation.
Yes.
So he's going to get that time.
Yeah, he'll get that back.
Then because...
Well, that's only like 2 years, though.
Yeah, he's going to get that. But then they're going to violate him. Not they're going to violate him, but then stack on all these other charges. Yeah. Oh, that wasn't worth it. He's going to get 15 to 20.
One lawyer is saying 30.
That's life.
Because, multiple felonies at this point, and this is just very blatant.
And what's crazy, he just got out. He wasn't home with 3
months.
Listen,
100 days ago, he put out the first day out freestyle. 100 days later, he's writing his first day in freestyle.
That is insane. Everybody, I know y'all want to be tough. I know you want to be tough. I'm 66, man.
That's what's up.
I'm 66. What I'm saying is, this is a beautiful life if you make good choices.
Oh, yeah. And it gets better year after year.
It gets better. And what I posted the other day, I said, if your life is not getting better as you get older, you fucking up. And that's a fact. It's sad. When I saw it, I looked at it a couple of times, and I said, how the fuck can somebody be that damn stupid? You just got home. When you come home, you just want to have sex, stay the fuck out the way, and mind your business.
He called his probation officer 10 minutes before the actual situation happened. The probation officer told him, you're not on rec time, go back home. He goes, okay, on my way. But hold on, first I gotta do something.
Damn,
I gotta rob Gucci Mane. Yeah, man, listen, we have lived long enough to see Gucci getting robbed by the young rappers.
This is sad. And knowing what kind of man Gucci used to be.
Oh, let me tell you, pregnant Gucci would have dealt with this the same kind of way.
Sure would have.
Pregnant Gucci would have
retaliated. Pregnant Gucci. I'm gonna say that on stage, Vlad. That's
pregnant
funny.
Gucci.
Yo, he would have destroyed. It would have never happened.
Yeah. Oh, he would have came in 30 deep?
He'd have came in 30 deep.
He would have looked outside the lobby and said, never mind.
Right,
We'll kindly ask him if he wants to sign it. If he says no, they will gladly say, no problem, Mr. Mane. We will head out this way.
I don't know why Gucci didn't want it. I'm quite sure it was a horrible deal because most of those guys signed horrible deals.
Well, okay, so listen. Let's talk about these horrible deals.
Yes.
How many artists has Gucci Mane signed over the years?
I'm not sure.
Let's chat GPT it.
Okay.
How many artists has Gucci Mane signed?
My feet are killing me.
But they don't have to. Try Dr. Scholl's 24-hour energy insoles with boosting beads that take the pressure off for all-day comfort and energy-boosting support.
Not killing me.
Dr. Scholl's, new life for your feet.
Okay. Gucci Mane has signed as many as 35 artists.
Damn.
Out of those 35, only a couple of them have actually made money.
Okay.
That's not because Gucci's a bad A&R. That's just how it works in the music business when it comes to breaking a brand new artist that nobody has ever heard of.
Absolutely.
95% of the time, you will lose 100% of the money that you put into that artist.
Absolutely.
That artist will not pay you back.
I agree.
That is all on you. It is 100% loss.
Right.
So, these deals have to be structured in a certain type of way where you'll get what the artist might seem as unfair, but you're going to get a bigger piece of a new artist that they actually blow because you're making up for all the losses you've done with all the other artists. So yes, the artist that blows says, oh, I'm in a horrible deal, it's so unfair. They're not thinking about the big picture of what's happening.
Okay, that's smart. That's
what it is. But here's the thing, this deal's not forever. He doesn't have you in a 100-album deal.
Right.
All right, he has you in a 5-album deal. Get in the studio, drop those 5 albums, a couple years later you'll be done. Then you'll go sign a big, huge deal with Universal or whatever else if you're a hot artist. That's just how it is.
How it is.
The alternative is not pulling out a gun to the CEO's head and say, sign this.
There isn't. Not when choices again. This is, every year somebody proves me that they're dumber than the last person that got locked up.
Oh, you thought he was dumb? Watch this.
Right, exactly. Because it gets worse every year. Like nobody has no goddamn common sense.
I mean, if you look at all the rappers that have crashed out, I mean, he's up there. Like the ones that are in jail right now.
Yes, he's up there.
He's up there.
I'm thinking now he's really number one.
Well, let's see what happens to Lil Durk. Because if he gets convicted for murder for hire, then he's
but Lil Durk didn't get out of jail.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
to go right back in.
Yeah, and went right back in. He wasn't even home enough to enjoy
100 days.
That's nothing.
Not even 4 months.
That's nothing.
Not even 4 months.
And you know people saying when he went back in there, yo, you fucking back?
What are you doing back here?
You back?
Not only are you back, but you're not coming home.
You're not coming
anytime
home.
soon.
No bail.
Not for armed kidnapping.
Yeah, no bail.
Armed kidnapping. And here's the best part. The guys, his crew, Pooh Shicey's crew that robbed the cameraman and everyone else, they start posting the actual items on social media.
I saw that.
They start showing the same watch, the same chain. The money.
All of them done. To the gentleman, if you ever get a shot to come back on the streets, I wish you the best. But in jail, every criminal that's already locked up is going to look at them and say, y'all got to be the dumbest motherfuckers we've ever seen come in this jail.
Yeah, man, I just don't get it. Considering, like, I could see if he's just broke and fucked up, but he was making money. Like, he was actually, like, doing well.
And his song, like I saw this gentleman, he's saying the song, like you just said, his song that he dropped on the freestyle blew up.
Yeah.
So all he had to do was just get some tour dates.
He had tour dates, I'm sure.
I'm quite sure.
Now, he was on house arrest, so I think there was like,
yeah.
But you could say, hey, this is for work. I need to make money.
Right. You got an attorney, or you know it's going to be done with it. Just keep putting out song. Yeah. And when you're out, you go right on tour.
Yeah, man, listen, this is insane. I interviewed Big 30's lawyer.
Okay.
And he was saying, the stories different, because they don't have any actual footage of the robbery in the studio.
Okay.
But they do have witnesses. And Gucci's one of them. Right, because from what I understand, this whole case will probably hinge on Gucci Mane not just cooperating, but actually taking the stand.
That's correct.
Right, because if Gucci says, no comment, I'm not going to show up. Could he be forced to actually show up in Memphis? Because he lives in Georgia.
The alleged incident happened in Dallas. So he would have to show up in Dallas if he's subpoenaed, but he could plead the fifth, because if the story that he initially told, if he did tell the story is not true, then he would have, filed a false complaint. But again, looking at what he said this weekend, unless he's just putting that out there for the public so that people don't think that he's a cooperating witness with the government, he has nothing to do with this case.
That's right.
Now, what they're saying is Gucci has to take the stand for this to really stick.
This is going to be interesting.
You think Gucci going to take the stand?
Will he fold under pressure?
He doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to.
Or he could plead the fifth.
Or a good detective, a good prosecutor don't need him. The state to take it over. People don't know that. It's like in domestic violence.
Oh, right.
If your girl don't show up because she's not gonna press charges, they don't need her no more.
Well, here's the thing, right? Because some of those guys traveled from Memphis.
Yes.
So the reason why it's a Fed case is the Feds say that they traveled over state lines to commit an armed robbery.
Oh, yeah, so.
Now, if they can't prove they went over there, now, he said, listen, my client, Big 30, had been recording in that studio. So he went there to do music. You can't say, he went there. It's a good point. But then the state could take it over. We don't need that part.
The feds are going to keep it, but they don't need a witness. They don't need it.
They have other witnesses.
Right. They'll take the case themselves. It's just a sad story.
It's a sad story, man.
It's really a sad story.
It's a sad story all around.
It really is. It's a sad story.
Yeah.
No, sad.
You can get anything you want on the internet. So why are we still taking gen eds like this? At Sophia Learning, we have a solution. Sophia offers online college-level courses that are designed to transfer for credit, helping thousands of people graduate. Use Sophia and get ahead.
Say hello to Arnicare Pain Relief Gel. Arnicare is America's #1 Arnica pain relief brand. Use its quick, absorbing formula on your sore muscles. Arnicare, pain relief made simple.
All right, here we go. Afro Man, welcome back to Vlad TV.
Yes, glad to be here. I'm sorry I got high and forgot to respond.
Well, look, you were here last time. It was actually a big interview. I think it was your biggest interview ever.
Possibly.
You know? The numbers were crazy.
Yes.
Millions and millions of people tuned in to watch Afro Man on Vlad TV. But since last time, a few things have happened, and your home got raided by the sheriff.
Yes.
Last year. What month was it?
August 21st.
There we go.
Was the date. The Adams County Sheriff destroyed my gate.
Yes.
Ran up my driveway with guns and hate to steal my funds. They just couldn't wait. Yes. August 21st.
So what led up to the actual police raid?
I can speculate. I'm Afro Man. I rap about smoking weed. When I was younger, I write musical movies. So I'm thinking, that plus rumors gave them probable cause to feel like, I had a house full of weed or something like that.
Okay, well, in Ohio, is marijuana legal or illegal?
It's legal medicinally, if that's the word.
Okay.
But they're not doing the recreation thing yet.
Okay, but do you have the little medicinal doctor's note?
No, I don't. You know why? I was going to get it.
Then you got high.
Yeah, I got high, but never went over there and got I'm going to go get my little card and, have it on deck.
Okay, but the paperwork for the raid said drug trafficking, which I guess you could make somewhat of a argument, like a fuzzy argument for it, but it also said kidnapping.
Yes.
So who did you kidnap?
Exactly. Right. Probably somebody's cheeseburger if they wasn't looking. Or they blunt if they left it laying around.
Okay.
What I'm realizing is sometimes they will lie just to get into your property. Sometimes you'll be watching 48 Hours and they'll be like, knock on the door, say your UPS. They play little games, you know what I'm saying? I think they just wrote that down on the warrant just to intensify it and give themselves the power to come on my property. I really don't know. I'm guessing like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I'm too lazy to kidnap. I got high. I'm not kidnapping nobody, man.
Right.
Chick don't like me. I don't like you neither. Fuck you. I ain't kidnapping you. You know what I'm saying? Driving no cargo vans in front of Walmart and abducting people.
Okay, so were you home when it happened?
I wasn't.
You were. Okay, so how many cops actually showed up to your house?
I believe they had, it's going to be in the 7-8 range.
Okay.
So it's a little small town. The whole precinct was at my house.
The whole precinct showed up to your house. They broke your gate.
Yes.
and they kicked down your door.
Yes.
Was anyone home in the house?
No.
Okay, so it was empty, luckily.
Yes.
Okay, and they came in, but you actually have cameras all inside your home.
Yes.
So a lot of the raid got recorded.
Yes.
Until they disconnected the cameras.
Yes.
Okay. And they went through your clothes.
Yes.
They took some of your money.
Yes.
Some of the money was missing, I guess, afterwards.
Yes. Yes. They say, when it's a miscount, it's usually on an odd number. Like $400 even came up missing. That's not like a miscount. It's like some dude like peeled $400 out of it and kind of left the rest. You know what I'm saying? At least he wasn't too bad of a thief. He left, so he didn't take it all.
Yeah.
But yes, the money came up short. They was doing that. They was at my house. They took the money and they say I had $4,600, whatever. But ain't no telling what I really had. They turned the cameras off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, if you're like the so-called good guy, you should verify the fact that you are a good guy and leave the cameras running.
Mm-hmm.
The only people that want to turn the cameras off is people that don't want to be like identified while they're doing a crime. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Thief, robber, or something. So they was in there doing something and they didn't have no business. Then the crime scene switched from my house to the sheriff's station because the money came up missing from the evidence room.
Mm. Okay, so they do this whole raid. They tear your house apart. They take some of your money. Do they find any weed or kidnap victims or?
They
find a kid in a basement somewhere or something?
Now I don't really believe anything. They say they found a vape pen. I don't smoke vape pens. Somebody may have came over to my house and left one. But I never seen it.
Right.
They say they found a vape pen. They say my fans make pipes for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even smoke pipes. I kind of just look at them and just feel good because, people care and give me their time to create something for me. But they say they took some pipes and I don't know, but I really don't think they took anything. I don't, cause I didn't have nothing in my house. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, after that whole raid and so forth, were you charged with anything?
I wasn't.
Really?
No.
So after all that, after all the resources spent and your door getting kicked down and your house getting torn apart, you get charged with zero.
Yes.
Okay.
I think they wanted to just try to kill me by accident in the raid. Let's be honest, dude, like they wanted me to sneeze or the wind to blow the wrong way, wanted me to pop up in my underwear holding the remote control to the TV so they can blame, the remote and say that's a pistol. I thought my partner's life was in, all of that and then nothing. But they had to run around with pistols and stuff, It's a mind game, Cop opportunist, he don't like you. He pull you over, traffic accident. Hands up, out of the vehicle, search you. Woo, 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 woo. Give you a warning. So you start off as a 187 suspect and work your way back to a civilian's traffic citation, you know what I'm saying? But they like to give you the opportunity to give them the opportunity to do something bad to you.
Well, after the whole situation was done, you wrote a song about it. You wrote a couple songs about it. Let's talk about the first song.
Several songs.
Let's talk about the first song, Will You Help Me Repair My Door? We posted on Vlad TV, by the way. I thought that was brilliant.
Well, thank you.
The fact that you actually used the footage from the raid and you made a song about it.
Yeah. Sometimes, man, it's so funny. Sometimes life can be a blessing in disguise. Because I got high, my biggest song, that's about pain and heartache, but I use it in such a way where my problems became my solution. You know what I'm saying? So I could have just let that be my reality and that just would have been that. But singing about it and having a good time with it turned it into my solution. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So here I am. I'm getting like 2 and 3 comments on Instagram. I'm doing all right, but you know, I'm bored. When they kicked the door in, money kicked down the door, material kicked down the door. I didn't have nothing to write about. You know, like I'm okay, I'm rich, I can't be rapping about how I'm in the ghetto no more, and you know what I'm saying? But when they kicked down the door, they gave me relevant, interesting material.
Mm-hmm.
You know, TikTok shot through the roof. Even Instagram's climbing better now. And now I was like a carpenter with no wood.
Mm.
They brought the wood. I'm running from them with that, got all kind of stuff to write about. Yeah, man. And this song went viral.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had this song if it wasn't for them. You know what I'm saying? Kicking down. And then I was so drunk and high that night, I performed with Snoop and Wiz Khalifa. I forgot that $5,000 was in my pocket.
Mm.
So if they hadn't kicked in the door and found it, I wouldn't have never knew it was there. I might have found it. Somebody might have found it and stole it from me later. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then you made another song called Lemon Pound Cake. And you actually had, you know, part of the surveillance footage. There was sort of like this fat white cop that walked through your kitchen and he looked over and he saw your mom's lemon pound cake right there. So you wrote a whole song about it.
Yes.
And it was a parody of Under the Boardwalk.
Man. Yeah, I was so mad and emotional about it. And some other dude in my comments on my personal page, he goes, watch this guy and look at the cake. And I didn't even notice it. He like, and just that clip went viral all on TikTok and everywhere else. Like everybody really tripped. And I noticed how every time I said lemon pound cake, the comments would just go crazy and people would. So, and then I named the album Lemon Pound Cake because, you know, like, you know, all cops aren't bad. You know, all human beings ain't bad. So, you know, but at the same time, everybody understood what I was talking about when I said lemon pound cake. That's the cop on the viral video on TikTok that was going through the house and he wanted to get a slice of that lemon pound cake.
Well, I actually brought you something today. Can I give it to you real quick? Oh, hold on one sec.
Yeah. Man, yeah. Oh, he took a couple slices.
There we go. I sliced it for you. I sliced it for you. This is, let me give you your own lemon pound cake.
Hey.
Now it's not mom's lemon pound cake.
It'll do till I get back home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Lil Sody was asking me where I got. You know, he was like, yeah, you know, where you get your lemon pound cakes? I was like, well, I go up in Walmart. You know, whoop-de-whoop. Mm-hmm.
What do you think? How does it compare to the lemon pound cake the cop was going to eat?
The lemon pound cake the cop was going to eat was a little bit better, but this is good though, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Mama's pound cake is like George. This is like Scottie Pippen though.
Scottie Pippen.
We'll take it. We need
take it.
One thing.
Well, you actually had a situation where your house got broken into. I mean, not by the cops, but by actual robbers.
Yes.
What happened with that?
People broke in my house, you know, whatever, you know. I had just got back off the road. I did a couple shows. I had me like $11,000 or something, you know. So my girl wanted me to go watch her nephews play basketball. You know, a little country town, got a little high school gym. She wanted me to go around the corner and watch them play basketball. I went around there, you know, I locked up my RV. I went around there and watched the game. When I got back, my RV, you know, they didn't tear it up, but you know, RVs aren't hard to break into. They, you know, they got in there, they had took my money. So the insurance company was ready to replace a lot of the stuff that got stolen. They just needed the police report, right? Mm-hmm. You know, all right. So I thought, you know, go through the motion and call the police, you know, bam. I called them. It took 3 days to come out and file a report. And he was just like, yeah, okay, yeah, just playing the whole thing down. Like, yeah, you know, yeah, whatever, you know, bam, bam. And then I asked him for a copy of the report. and he wouldn't give me a copy of it. And that's what I needed to give to the insurance company. And every 2-3 days, I'd call up and check on the progress. Hey, man, have you seen this? Have you seen that? And they were starting to get irritated at me checking up on the progress of the case. And this dude got on the horn one time. He was like, if you call up here again, it will get addressed. Now, you know, that you understand cop talk, you know. You understand cop talk. That means don't call up here no more or else we're going to fuck you up some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, I realized the police department was not designed to serve and protect me, a black man in America. It was designed to serve and protect white people. You know what I mean? So, you know, they're not going to tell, they'll play into it and, make you stand up, put your hand over your heart and, this and that. But that place was not designed for me. So I may or may not get service from them. You know what I mean? So I accepted that fact and I just installed my cameras and I began to just try to protect stuff on my own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you finally get the police report?
No.
They never gave it to you?
They never gave it.
So your insurance never reimbursed you?
No, I had to leave those. I had to just walk away from it all because I couldn't get the police report from them. They couldn't do nothing without the police report. Damn. Blah, blah, blah. And it all just made sense. It was just, you don't want to sing that little song, but, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, you live in Ohio, right?
Yes.
Why Ohio? Because, I mean, you grew up in South Central, you lived in Palmdale, you lived in Mississippi. How'd you end up in Ohio?
I got high. That is one of the reasons I got drunk too. And I'm from LA and I was down in Hattiesburg. And dudes would ask me for money and I wouldn't give it to them. They started getting ballsy with me down there. It was a little town. I'm a big city boy and that was a real little town. And I was about to get into it real bad, one of them dudes. So before I did something crazy and went to prison, I had met a girl and she lived in Ohio. And I just needed somewhere where I could breathe. And I went up there with her and her brother had a whole lot of land and he was selling it really, really, really cheap. And, I hustled anywhere. But, my dad always taught me to live where you can afford. You know what I'm saying? And that land was just cheap. I didn't think it was a bad investment. So I bought some land up there and, I just been staying up there, had 2 kids with her. So I didn't want to just haul ass and just leave them. She didn't want to go to LA or Mississippi. And I didn't want to be there, but I didn't care. And it was quiet and it was cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, you've always been a big touring artist. How many shows do you typically do in a year?
Yeah, I'm a walk on the line and say 300 easy. I don't think
300 shows.
I don't think I get 65 days off a year.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I get 65 off days.
You had a couple of shows where you fell off the stage.
Yeah.
Multiple times. It seems like every so often I see that.
I had a couple of shows where I fell on the stage, and I had one show where I fell off that motherfucker. Yeah.
Were you high when you fell off the stage?
I was.
Okay.
But that ain't the point.
That ain't the point. Well, I got to bring up old shit.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I usually have people all the way up to the stage. But this time, there was some kind of little valley. You know what I mean? There was the stage, and then there was this little section in between the stage, and then there was the rails and the people.
Yeah.
So, I'm rapping, and they had the monitor sitting funny, and I'm tripping on the monitor. I tripped on the monitor, and I done gained some weight over the years, and all my weight's in the center of my body, you know what I'm saying? So when I tripped on the monitor, my stomach went, and when mama go, the kids gotta go too, man. So bam, once my stomach went over the monitor, that's when I yelled out the old shit, and yeah, I was gone.
Well, you actually addressed the weight gain. You have a song called Old and Fat.
Yeah. I'm old. I'm fat. But your girlfriend, she liked me like that. I was young, broken, skinny, no women, no cheddar. I like being fat much better. Hey, call me Barry White, but I'm popping your girlfriend's cherry tonight. Hey, call me Uncle Phil. I'ma fill your girl, then give her a refill. You internet shit talker. I've been your girlfriend over my walker. I look like the Cleveland show. Yeah, I look like I'm leaving with y'all. Bill Cosby, is that what you really think? Just for that, I'ma fix your girlfriend a drink. Yeah, all that good shit, man.
Yeah, I remember when you first came out, you were like skinny.
Yeah.
I remember the original Afro Man. The way I got introduced to Afro Man was a real skinny Afro Man. Over time, you gained some weight, but you know, based on the song, it seems like you're happy with it. It seems like you've accepted it. You've embraced it.
You know what? I'm gonna be happy while I get better. I still got my Tookie Williams dreams, you know what I'm saying?
So you're gonna be all ripped up like
that's
Tookie
that's the last, I done achieved all my dreams except that one, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm gonna be happy while I'm in the process of looking like Tookie Williams one day.
Okay. Did you ever meet Tookie?
I did not, but he lived in my set and he went to my junior high school. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was something sacred about the land I walked.
Yeah, rest in peace, Tookie. He actually won a Nobel Prize, I think, while in prison, right?
Yes.
He wrote a book
yes.
about his story and everything else like that. And I heard when they were actually executing him and giving him the needle, he was so ripped that they kept breaking needles on his arm. I don't know if you heard that story or not, but that's a true story.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a real OG right there. Well, speaking of that, when we did our last interview, the clip that we put out about you being an 8-tray gangster, that became one of the biggest clips on Vlad TV ever. It's like a top 30 clip. It got over 4 million views.
He walks up to me. He like, where you from? I said, 8-tray motherfucking gangster crip. My dad say, you can hear a mouse piss on cotton. I thought he was gonna fight right there, and he was like, all right. And he went and sat down. Wow.
Do you hear people ever talking about that clip, and do you see it floating around?
You know what, dude? I ain't gonna lie, like, I know I started seeing some of you, I didn't know you was that big, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking, yeah, okay, just another day. You know, like another magazine, okay, another dude is, you know, another little podcast, you know, I'm just talking. Man, everybody's walking up to me, hey, man, hey, that's Vlad. I'm like, goddamn, who the hell is Vlad? Yeah, man. But yeah, everybody come up to me talking about that interview.
Well, you being 8-tray, and, you know, I've interviewed 8-trays before on my show. So, for example, I interviewed Melvin Farmer.
What?
You know Melvin?
Not personally,
you know
I've met him before and I know him, yes.
So we talked about the whole war between the 8-trays and the Rolling 60s, and that's coming up on like 40 or 50 years at this point. Do you know how that started?
You know what I'm saying? I heard what I heard from the OGs, you know what I'm saying? They said, I don't know, something went down and some dude was from 9-0, but had started claiming 8-tray and was hanging out with the 8-trays and said that they had some little petty little beef that they was just gonna, you know, squab it out and squash it and go on about their business. But, you know, this guy didn't know that it wasn't turned up like that, and he overreacted and blasted on the dude from 60, and then the 60s wanted to know who that guy was, and nobody knew him because he had just started claiming the set, and he was from, you know, 9-0 or something. You know, that's what I heard. You know, I came back to LA in like the last part of 85. So like around like, you know, 86. So all that, I was like a little kid. So all that stuff happened like in 79. So yeah, I heard what I heard.
Well, yeah, we talked about it. Originally, the fight happened, like it always does, over a girl. It was a fight over a girl that ended up escalating. Someone got killed. So I understand the whole thing was over a girl.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain the story?
Well, we had a relationship with them. Then they got into a fight. A guy from 9-0 Gangster or whatever, he ended up shooting Big Rick brother, which is Tyrone. And I had been knowing Tyrone since he was 7 or 8 years old at that time. So Tyrone get killed.
And Tyrone's from the Rolling 60s.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And here we are, 40-something years later, and you're talking about probably, hundreds of people probably died from both sides?
Man, I couldn't even begin to tell you. That's all. There's ones that know about, ones that don't know about.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at it now as a man in your 40s, and you're like, okay, you're older, you're wiser, you have kids. When you look at like, yo, I was banging over a situation I don't even know about.
Right.
I'm sitting there beefing with a bunch of black men who I don't know because of something that happened before I even became associated with this group. But I'm being told by my OGs that these are your enemies, and their side is saying the same thing. And now you have all this death and, moms crying and, brothers and sisters losing siblings and so forth. How do you think of it now as an adult?
Lack of communication, unnecessary. I know in my life, like I done met a lot of cats that'd be from, whatever set. And he's another man like me. He got sense too. He got dreams. He got, and then there's no matter how hard of a G or a gangbanger or whatever, there's a side in him that wants to get along, with his enemy. There's a side of him that wants peace too.
Yeah.
Everybody got that front up, like, yeah, we know this, that, but then there's another side that's like, man, we need to cut this out. We need to do this. We need to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, as a 50-year-old man, everything needs to make sense now. You know what I'm saying? I came in, when I came in, I thought it was like football or something, this team against that team, or it's like basketball, like, oh man, it was this game we played called BB Britches. If you said a word with a B, everybody would just start punching you. But it was kind of fun. You'd be like, yo, I'm kicking taxi, but it was a game. And so I thought it was a game. I think I was a grown man, and this dude asked me where I was from, and I told him, and he started crying, and I never seen I thought this joke was kind of lightweight, fun, and kind of crazy. It was kind of fucked up. It seemed like a fucked up good game. Like football is a fucked up game. You better run, or dude's gonna hit you and fuck you up, Yeah,
but they're not gonna shoot you afterwards.
Man, it seemed like, I don't know, for some reason, it seemed like some kind of fucked up game that you got props for if you played. Like, Daredevils, you walk a tightrope, you jump on a bike off of this one to land on that one. When I got here, it's like, okay, man, we the Crips, and or if you see them dudes listening, you better run because they're gonna do this, and it sound like a game or something, Oh, the police, some people took it a little bit more serious than others, and yeah, but yeah, then you realize, there's some serious stuff, there's some pain and vendettas behind this stuff, and it ain't, a game.
Well, we talked about the situation when you went to school and you got into it with a Rolling 60s guy, and then you just stopped going to school, right?
Yeah.
But then you're hanging out in the street at that point. Did you get into more altercations with the 60s or Bloods or anything else like that?
Man, I was telling Lil So the other day, like, every day for me was like the movie The Warriors. Like, when they finally made it home, when I get off the RTD on Normandy, and I just be like, fuck, I'm home. Like, then, what I'm saying? I walk on down the street. But what I wanted my dad to take me out of Horse Man and put me into a junior high school where all the 8 trays were going. He threw me a loop when he drove me up out of the city Like, I'm thinking, am I going to go to a school in the Valley? Kind of like Ice Cube on Compton.
Right.
He did me worse than that. I didn't see, it was desert on both sides of the freeway. We was out of Los Angeles.
Palmdale.
Wow, yeah, he shut it down.
Yeah.
And that was that. But he tried to put me in a Christian school after Horace Mann. But that was back on the east side. But he thought it was a Christian school and it was a good school. What he didn't know is what I had to catch the bus through to get to that school, I'm catching the bus on Florence, going all the way down to Avalon. And I'm catching another bus up Avalon all the way up to El Segundo. And it's like a West Coast New Jack City. It's wild, man. Nothing scared me more than the back of Locke High School, man. Boy, I never see so many Jerry curls and mean looks and dudes in wheelchairs still banging with handkerchiefs and whoa! Yeah.
What do you think was the most serious situation you got into during that time in your life?
Talking about with another gangbanger?
Yeah, like a gang-related situation.
Man.
If you could talk about it.
Yeah, you just look, I'm a little kid out there. I got my little Jerry curl and my little light blue hat. Like, I was starting to claim the set, and a lot of G's didn't know me. A lot of cats, there's a lot of, my street, the few guys that was on my street, they knew me and everything. So, like, it was this one dude, he from the set, he never saw me before, and I was tall for my age. I was in the 6th grade. I was going from the 6th to the 7th. It was that summer between Raymond and Horace Mann. And I was tall for my size. He never saw me. It was dark. And he was on a bike with little bitty tires, and he was just doing little donuts. It was a little hamburger stand out. It's called Vivian's. Like, on 69th and Western. They called it something else. Now nobody's there, but on 69th and Western, there's a place called Vivian's right there. And that was we all go up there and get something to eat. That was our little set hamburger stand, So I went in there, I got me some burgers and fries. And when I came out, when I went in there, the dude was circling around the little stand. I went in there, got my food. When I came out, he rolled real close and he dropped his bike and he put like a 32 snug nose to my head. And he had like this little grin on his face, and I got a homie named Pimpy Pooh. He had like this cutlass, used to always play the bat around, you know what I'm saying? And he pulled up. He was like, he's from the set. What you doing? He cool. And the dude just kind of pulled the gun up, just kind of got on the bike and kind of left. Like, I had, that was a wild one for me, you know what I'm saying?
So the kid that put the gun in your head was an A-Tray himself?
Yeah, he didn't know.
Oh, he